What's up, Mila Khalifa Jr.? I don't know your name. You're that Indian Muslim bitch who's got an attitude because you don't have multiple orgasms and all that bullshit. Look, Roman Chen's also my stalker. It's not just Tiffany. Roman Chen's also my stalker. As a matter of fact, how much do you want to bet that the reason why Roman Chen didn't go through with what we were gonna... How much do you want to bet that the reason why Roman Chen got cold feet was because Stephanie started yelling at her, because in 2018 is exactly when she was doing all those songs about me. And that's when Kilroy was and all that bullshit. Uh, why didn't you just tell me you were Stephanie? I'm never going to be with some... Look, I found out that Stephanie basically signed on to that movie in August of 2020, which is like after she slid into my DMs. You are fucking retarded. Alright? Ruin what's left of your fucking career, legally. Anyways. Romin Chen is going off and spurging out about all her bullshit that she did in college about Muslim shit and how she went to BYU and all that bullshit. Look, you know how there's like that call sign, "We're the wet bandits." You know how in like Home Alone, they're like, "We're the wet bandits. We gotta steal everything and then turn on all the faucets because we're the wet bandits. We gotta put tape on our hands. We're the sticky bandits." Me and my buddy from high school, the one who got shot, passed away, all that bullshit. We used to play a game that I carried over into everywhere else, and it's called Can You Fucker? And the way you play Can You Fucker is, can you fucker? Great. That's boring. Where's she from? Connecticut? Can you fuck her? Where's she from? West Virginia? Can you fuck her? Where's she from? California? Too easy. Can you fuck her? On and on and on. Now, Roman Chen never let me finish my spiel. I sat down next to her, and I said, "Hey, have you heard about social engineering?" And I was going to explain to her how I was playing a part, and I was just I was going to tell you what I told Stephanie, only I was not drunk when I was talking to you, and I was totally wasted when I was talking to Stephanie. So I was going to say, blah, 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 you know, undercover, searching for people, breaking the law, all that bullshit. Do you want to screw? That literally works. You'd be surprised how easy it is. You're like, "Hey, I'm not really Officer Doofy. I'm kind of just here to catch a bunch of perverts and who, hurt kids and whatnot. By the way, I'm not really trying to get married or anything like that. I just think you're hot. Do you want to go back to my suite over there? The suite that no one else was able to afford that I got out of pocket?" That works more than you would think it works. As a matter of fact, the day before, when I was drinking, because that was the day when I was smoking all day. The day before, I was drinking all day because I had you could buy liquor at the CVS in Arizona. So I got a thermos, and I filled it full of vodka and a little bit of orange juice, or some shit like that. And I sat there, and I was drinking that, and I was yelling at everyone and calling them names and telling them how stupid they are. "Oh yeah, you got 75,000 followers, you suck. Oh yeah, you have a podcast, who doesn't, dumb motherfucker." And like the next day, they were like, oh, we made a change to the rules that no one's allowed to bring in thermoses. And we'd appreciate it if no one would shout out comments. And that's when I was like, no bullshit. I didn't even make it to that one where I heard them say that. Because there was some Australian bitch who gave me a handsy, and then I gave her rides places. And then there was this other bitch who was a townie, and she basically like got me a bag. And then, look, I said I didn't fuck her, but that's only because I was like trying to be nice. What happened was, she asked if she could borrow the shower, and I was like, yeah, go ahead. And then, why wouldn't you? You just go, hey, do you need any help? And she goes, yeah, the water's fine. And then you fuck them, and then she's like, fuck her, and she's like, hey, do you want to give me $200? No, you didn't say anything about that. Anyways, that was that shiesty bitch who, like, I met her because, no bullshit, I'm, like, walking to that shitty Kilroy thing, and I see some dude, like, smacking this bitch, and she, like, falls down, and she's like this, and I was like, hey, get away from her, and I run over there, and he runs away, and she goes, I go, are you okay? And she goes, wow, you're handsome, or some shit like that. But she was missing a tooth. Not from that smack, from like previous smacks, I guess. And I was like, this bitch is a crack whore. But anyways. What was it? Oh yeah, but if Romin Chen's been acting so weird, it because Stephanie has been applying pressure on her, that would make sense. I apologize to you too, Roman Chen, if my stalker interrupted your thingamajiggy. I just thought you were hot. Look, you can kind of tell you have Botox and all that bullshit. Look, there's something with the internet. If it wasn't for the internet, don't take this the wrong way. A girl like Romin Chen would be dying to have my dick in her mouth. All right, she kind of still is, but just because she has so many simps, she's like, but then everyone will know. Everyone will know that I'm a slut whore, half Asian prostitute, smut actress, only half Asian. So she like doesn't do that. The part of her that's not Asian doesn't cave in. Or maybe the part of her that is Asian is like, no, the shame is too much. That's why, look, she's miserable. I know she's miserable because that douchey loser she ended up marrying, who I told her to marry. Allegedly, there was a chance where she was like, I'm taking off my ring, and if Cyberpunk wants me to, I'll be Cyberpunks. And I was like, you should probably put that ring back on, because the guy who got you the cubic zircon, he probably intends to put a real ring on that finger one of these days, and I don't want to take that away from him. I just want to, look, don't take this the wrong way. You are hot, and before you were married and before you had a kid, I could have been like, Canadian, Asian, Quebec. Respectfully. Not Canadian, Asian, Arizona, or whatever the fuck. But, you know, at least we got some of them checked off. That's all that matters. Anyways, I'm bringing that up because Roman Chen is now speaking, I already said that shit, like her Arabic BYU bullshit. Look, hot Indian bitch, I'm not complicated. I've only seen some of your clips of the What's Happening podcast. I don't like them. I understand you're doing it just for a payday. This is why I'm telling you this now, okay? The reason why I can do videos like this and just go to Kilroy and try to fuck Roman Chen and almost basically, look, basically your handlers had to stop you from fucking me is what it was, right? Just like Stephanie, probably just like Victoria Justice and all that bullshit. So, or, you know, me fucking you. But like, the thing I'm saying is like, if you don't want to end up like them, hot Indian, Muslim still counts as Asian bitch. With your cute little glasses are cute enough, right? I bet you do yoga. You probably like it that I called you mustard seed oil. But they, look, honestly though, do they really think, they're starting to think you're fat in India, don't they? I'm telling you. Like, even if you have a Diet Coke, it's still just chemicals. Like, They don't have Diet Coke in India. They have water and water with bacteria, right? This is the water from the puddle. This is the water from the faucet. This is the water from the faucet that's gone through the filter, right? So I'm not trying to be an asshole, but like that's why they think you're fat in India. But I don't. I think you're just fine the way you are. Fat bitches need loving too. Anyways, Stephanie is jaded. Romy Chen is jaded. What is it? Well, let's not count Savannah Hernandez because I don't like Spanish bitches. All these bitches are jaded because they thought that their sip attention was better than multiple orgasms. Probably because they've never had multiple orgasms. Look, in my opinion, Romy Chen is afraid that if she has multiple orgasms, she will be happy, and then she won't have anything to bitch about on her shitty YouTube channel. Which is why I told her to go accept that cubic zircon and stay the fuck out of my life. Holy shit, and then she came to Charlottesville and started asking about my sister. That's on camera. If I could go to London to Crypto Arb, I would go to London. If I could go to any other place, just name any other place. If I could, I said London already. If I could go to France at Crypto Arb, I would go to France at Crypto Arb. If I had to go to Japan to Crypto Arb, I would go to Japan. I almost moved to Japan for Mt. Gox, and then all that shit happened. If I had to go to the Philippines to Crypto Arb, I would go to the Philippines. Only in Korea do they have the kimchi premium. So, I have to go to Korea. Now, I don't want to talk to any rap whores or Asian smut actresses. I don't. If these retarded people think because you made a song about me you need to be acting that song out on TV, you're retarded. You signed that contract after you got my attention. You're retarded. You are retarded. Like, Romy Chen sending her brother to spy on me while I was at the gym, which is creepy as fuck, and then getting, like, why do you think I asked you if you wanted to fuck? Or I was going to. I was like, okay, you sent your brother to spy on me? Obviously that bitch is into me, or she would have just not done that. Okay. Well, I don't want to get her hopes up. Hey, I just kind of want to fuck you. And then you came to Charlottesville. I don't live in Charlottesville anymore. Anyways, hot Indian, look, you're pretty hot, alright? Do you want to end up old and jaded or old and happy? You're a lawyer, run the numbers, or whatever the fuck. Like, and I'm not trying to be a douche like this because you're never going to touch my crypto. That was proof, now it's documented. Anyways, you don't want to know how much Ethereum I have. I've been telling people at the channels that have been getting banned, I've been telling people to buy Ethereum since it was like 20 bucks. This is such bullshit. This is such bullshit. And I'm telling everyone to buy Theta now at $2. It's going to go back down under $1. Get all the T-Fuel you can. I'm going to have Crypto Arbing set up so that way I can have any crypto I want whenever I want it and any amount that I want. All of you Nick Fuentes followers, Nick Fuentes is retarded and probably some kind of a fed. You don't need to follow him. You don't need to follow me. You don't need to follow anybody. You just need to do what nobody else wants to do, which seems like get a job and keep working it and invest in crypto. Disregard females and acquire currency. At the moment, my favorite one was still Gloria Song, but it seems like, just like all the other ones, her parents are running her life. But close second is super hot Indian Muslim bitch The fact that you're a fanatical Muslim means you'll probably think that I'm like, you'll probably like, it'll be easier to get along with in a lot of ways. Because when I accidentally do shit like not drink iced tea on Sunday, you'll kind of get it. Um, and you're also hot and you're young, and that's it. And like I don't have to do this for money. I've even documented me not doing all these videos when I'm out of work and all that bullshit. I just I don't give a shit. I can do whatever the fuck I want to. Don't tell me what to do. It seems like you're doing it for money. Okay? Now, instead of being instead of like upfront take the money, isn't it just easier for both of us if I just pay all your bills, put some of your shit in my name, and you're just on the bed and I'm fucking you? And then you don't have to do anything you don't want to do unless you want to do it. So if they're like, hey, you want to come to what's happening? You're like, I don't want to, unless you want to. And if they're like, you know what, do you want to do some Jack Shield stuff? You'd be like, I don't want to. They're like, this is what Cyberpunk says. He says I don't want to all the time. And if you don't want to, could you put in a good word with me over that Asian bitch with a pointy hat? Because fucking seriously, when I come back from crypto arbing or getting it set up, because once I get it set up, I don't ever gotta go back. Then I'm gonna let my balls hang low. I was under an audit that ended in September. I kept telling everyone that. It's so fucking retarded.